In this video, we are going to learn data types. Let me tell you what is data and why do we need data. For example, if you want to build a home, you need different kind of materials like cement, brick, wooden materials, likewise. Without these materials, you can't build a home, right? Likewise, if you want to build an application, you need different type of data. Without data, you can't build an application. In Python, there are totally 9 different types of data are there. Today, we are going to learn 3 of them. The first one is integer, second one is float, and the third one is string. Now, let's see them one by one. First, let's look at what is integer. Integer is nothing but whole number. All the whole numbers are called integers. For example, 1, 2, 3, 50, 100, 1000, even lakhs. These are whole numbers. In programming, we call them as integers. The second one is float. So what is float? Float is nothing but decimal numbers. All the decimal numbers are called float numbers. For example, 1.5, 2.6, 3.3, 5.7, 10.2. These are decimal numbers. In programming, we call them as float numbers. And the final one is string. What is string? String is nothing but a collection of characters. For example, A, B, C, and hello and hi. Hello is a collection of character. Hello is a word, but it is a collection of character, right? H is a character, E is a character, L is a character. Likewise, it is a collection of character. So this is what a string. In our previous tutorial, we had performed some operations with float as well as integers, but we did not do anything with string. So in this video, we are going to play with string as well as we are going to learn two inbuilt functions. In fact, Python has lot of inbuilt functions. In this tutorial, we are going to learn two of them. Alright, let's get into Python. First, I want to introduce the type function. Let's see what is type function and what it does. Type function will tell us what kind of data we are dealing with. For example, I told you all the whole numbers are integers. But how do we know that? Is there any way to check it? Yes, that is what type function does. You can pass any data inside the type function and it will tell you what type of data it is. For example, I am passing 25 inside the type function. Let's see what we are getting. We are getting int. Int means integer because I told you all the whole numbers are called integers. In this case, 25 is a whole number. That is why we are getting integer. So that is what type function does. It will tell you what type of data you are dealing with. Now let's check it for float. I told you all the decimal numbers are called float. Let's check it for 5.5. We got float. Let's check it for a string. I told you string is nothing but a collection of character. So let's enter hello. Hello is a collection of character. Let's see. Oops, we got error. Why did we get error? Because there is a way in which we have to represent a string. But how? It is very easy. We have to use either double quote or single quote. So you can use either one of these, both will work. So this is how we have to represent a string. Now we know how to represent a string. Let's check its data type. We got str. Str means string. So this is what type function does. It will tell us what type of data it is. The next function which I want to introduce is print function. Print function is very easy. If you pass anything inside the print function, it will print it. That's it. I'm passing hello inside the print function and it will print hello. That is what print function does. And in fact, we will be using print function a lot. Now let's discuss about string. What we can do with string. In fact, we can add two words and we can multiply words with numbers. Let's look at one by one. First, let's add two words. How do we do that? New plus programmer. I want to add these two words. Let's see what happens. We got new programmers, but we need space in between new and programmers. Let's see how to add space. We have to add space here. Then we need to add programmer. Now we will get new programmer. Then we can do multiplication, right? Let's do multiplication. Let's say I want to multiply new plus programmer 3 times. So what I'm expecting is new plus 3 programmers. We got new plus 3 programmers, but here also we missed space. Let's add space. New space plus space programmer then times 3 times programmer. All right, we got new programmer. So this is how we do multiplication with words. Then what else we can do with string? There are a lot of things which we can do with strings. In fact, there are a lot of inbuilt functions which we can use to modify strings. But what kind of modification we can do on string, and where are those inbuilt functions? Where are they located? Let me show you. Let's say I'm entering new programmer in lowercase. I want to convert this new programmer into uppercase new programmer. For that, I can use the inbuilt function called upper. So where it is located, just type dot and you will see a whole bunch of inbuilt functions. Here search for upper and select the function. So after typing the function name, you have to enter this open bracket and close bracket, then hit enter. There you go. So the new programmer, the lowercase new programmer has been converted into uppercase new programmer. So likewise you can do a lot of modification. Let's say I am entering new programmer in uppercase and I want to convert it into lowercase. In that case, I can use something called lower. Select the function, hit enter, that's it. Likewise, we can do lot of modification on string, and there are few more functions which you can try on your own. And the main aim of this video is to introduce the data types, and we have learned 3 data types, which are integer, float and string. In the next tutorial we will look at variables.